Hello everybody and welcome back to Emily's Upcycled Home. For project number 1, I thrifted this little vintage frame here. Now this gold is too bright of a tone, so I'm going to come in here with my rub and buff in gold, and I'm just going to tone down that frame, still leaving it a gold color. Now I'm just going to put it on with a little brush, and then I'm just going to rub off the excess, and I'm going to continue that process all around the frame, making sure that I clean up after if I get any on the glass. Now, tip for your glass and protecting like mirrors or paint pictures that you're using, if you have an old deck of cards that you don't use, instead of using painter's tape, you can go ahead and tuck those cards in all around the frame area where the glass meet, and that's going to give you a quick protective layer there instead of taping everything off. Well, that's if the cards fit. So here I'm just putting on that gold, and then, like I told you, rubbing off the excess. Now I'm going to need a new rub and buff here because mine's coming out a little thick and dried up, but I also got that on Amazon, and they come in different shades. I think there's a silver as well as like a copper tone. Quick note, I'm going to leave my Facebook link in the comments for you guys to find me. I am in the process of switching shops, so then I am linking all my items posted on Marketplace on my Facebook page. So here's the difference. I don't know if you can tell, it just tones it down and smooths it out. And I'm just going to go ahead and keep continuing that process. My first original thought process is to match this matting here and paint a book stack here. And that's our second project here. We're going to make a book stack for our vignette. Now these are the books that I have, and my inspiration came from, of course, the matting and this book here that has that tan color and the same color of greenish blue apothecary color. Now I'm thinking to pair it with this book and paint the top book with that apothecary color. And I end up changing my mind on that process, even though that was a good thought. So I went with a different book, just a paperback book that was a little bit thicker in size, but smaller in length to go on top of this book. And I'm just going to rip off the top layer of the book and make it like a skeleton book, I guess they're called. And book stacks is one of the things that I do sell a lot of, especially the shabby chic kind of style, and the ones that are more elaborate with floral, with that vintage look or shabby chic look. Those sell very well. Now here, because I had trouble taking off the rest of the cover, I went ahead and came in with my electric sander and sanded very roughly along the edge of the book, and I end up liking the worn out look that the sander gave me, and that two-tone look of the white and just the paper, the binding exposed on that book. So now, because one book is very distressed and the other one looked new together, we want to go ahead and distress the other book to match the first book that we did. And I'm just going to come in again with my sander and very harshly sand this book down until I like how it looks. Now, this book is a cloth covered book or a linen covered book, so it's distressing very well and giving me a look that I really like. So here I'm going to just come in with a little bit of that gold rub and buff and just kind of add some more distressing and highlights with that gold look. And then we are going to do the same to the other book, not so heavy though. And then we're going to come in with a rubber band so that the books stay together and they have a tighter bond than just the ribbon. Because I want you guys, if you want to take apart the books and use them in different ways. Now here I'm just coming in with this little lace ribbon, and I got this from Hobby Lobby, and I'm just going to tie that ribbon around the books. Now with this book stack, I'm thinking it more as a riser kind of style, so then I'm going to tie my bow in the front of the stack, and of course it needs more, so I'm going to come in with another one of these little wood tags with the bird on it, and it has these cute little pink buds on that greenery leaf, so that ties in with the pink and blue of this little vignette that we're making. And I'm going to come in with that string that's already on my tag, and I'm just going to tie that in a knot, attaching it to the lace ribbon. And then I'm going to go ahead and use the twine and the ribbon and tie both of those strings into a bow. And then, of course, I'm going to come in here with some greenery, and I'm not going to glue the greenery in. I'm just kind of going to tuck it in there. That way, if you want to change this out or change out the bow, everything, you're able to take it apart and just tie a different string for a different season maybe, or use the books in different ways. And there we have it. Now moving on to project number 3. So for this project, it's just an easy flip. I found this little vintage metal lamp, and I think it's just an adorable piece, and I'm going to leave it as is, just going to clean up the glass and check if the light bulb works here. And I'm going to go ahead and place that with our little vignette we're making. So there it is on. And a quick tip here for the felt that's on the bottom. This one all needs to come off, but if you have like a light surface that's a little matted up or whatever, just come in with your regular razor blade that you shave with and go over all that unwanted lint or felt that's damaged on the top layer. And in my case, I'm just going to take all this off. It's pretty bad. I don't need it. I don't want it there. And I'm just going to continue to go in with my razor blade and pull off all this excess felt here. And I might replace it. I might not. I might just leave it as is. But there we go. And then we're just going to add this into our little vignette. Project number 4 was an easy flip. It's just cleaning out this piece here. And mind you, put a little bit of salt and water to clean out the bottom of your vases. Thank you for watching. I'll have my Facebook link in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment, and I'll see you guys on the next one.